on. It's been a while since you've been on, right? So now we are live. So welcome back to another Chatting with Wisdom, and we are here with our weekly Oracle card pulls. And for those of you who do not know my dear assistant Alexis, this is the first time that she's been here in a while on a Sunday. Oh, apparently I'm not making a whole lot of room. And so this is the first time she's been on a Sunday for a while. So Alexis is going to help us pull our 3 weekly Oracle card messages for the group. And then we will disappear into YouTube and into the Facebook group to continue to pull people's cards individually. If you would like to be added to the weekly list, then #weekly, and we can add you to the weekly list where you can see it on. No, right now nobody's watching. It's pretty early because we don't usually come on at this time, but we are heading out for a walk today. So we are doing our 5-kilometer walk for the first Get Active into Miskaming walk. So that's why we're all dressed up and bundled, and we're going to be bundled because it's wet and rainy outside. But with any luck, it'll start to warm up and then we'll start peeling off layers. But anyway, we digress. So we are getting ready to go for our walk. And so right now, even Francine is definitely not on right now because she's probably still in bed sleeping. So, hey, Francine, when you do come on. So we are, but anyway, so we're going to then move into the group and where we're going to pull people's cards individually. If you would like to be added to the weekly list, then #weekly, and we will get you added to the list. If you just want, well, obviously, unless you guys come on right now and you wanted a card for today, then, but right now no one is on. So there won't be any today cards unless somebody comes on in a little bit. But we are going to get started.
Also, someone on.
Hello, someone.
That was weird.
So Alexis is going to share which card, which deck that we're using today.
Spirit Animals message cards.
Yeah, so we're using the Spirit Animals message cards. I'll turn it so that, there we go. There, so that there's less. And by Stephen Farmer. And so we're going to start off with our first message for this week. So what do we need to know this week, Alexis? That one? So we've got the...
I don't know what kind of monkey this is.
So it's an orangutan. That's not an easy word to read. Orangutan. So this one...
You can't sound it out either.
So this one says, something is out of balance and needs to be corrected so pay attention to the signs that show you how to bring things back into balance. Rely more on your heart than your intellect in moving forward on your spiritual path. So in the face of the pressures I'm dealing with, I remain cool and calm, accessing my inner wisdom by breathing deeply and slowly. Hello, Chantal. So this is Chantal. Okay, so what's our second message for the group?
I'm just gonna this one.
That one?
Champion.
Gibbon.
Oh.
So a gibbon. Actually, that's another kind of in the monkey family, I think.
Yep.
So this one here is, you have what it takes to achieve the goal that you've been dreaming of, so don't hesitate to pursue. Be courageous and tackle something that you thought would be impossible to do. And so the affirmation for this one is, I'm ready to explore whatever adventures call to me. Okay, so the last group message is what?
This one is it's a bud. Some sort of bud.
So this is the macaw. So it's like a parrot. So those dreams and visions that you thought were unattainable are within reach. Go for it. Discernment is called for in deciding when to speak your truth and when to maintain a noble silence. And so the affirmation is, I am capable of understanding multiple points of view, and I am effective at achieving compromising solutions. So those are our group messages. Yes, now we have 2 eyeballs. So we have Chantal and someone else. So, oh my goodness. So those are our group messages. And so now we're going to say goodbye to people who are on. So whoever it is that is on, if I lose you, then come and join us in the Mind, Body, Heart, and Soul Connection group or on YouTube. And because we're going to say goodbye to anybody on my personal page. So goodbye, everybody. And I did it again. I just went onto the page instead of removing the page. So now we're going to say goodbye to anybody on Rollie, Allaire Holistic Life and Wellness Coach. So goodbye for here. And then we're going to say goodbye to our friends on LinkedIn. So goodbye here. And ta-da! We are now inside the Mind, Body, Heart, and Soul Connection group and YouTube. And the 2 eyeballs that we had have both disappeared, which means that they were not inside the group. Okay, so we're going to start with Melanie. What's Melanie's message for today, Alexis?
Red fox.
Melanie's got the red fox. Okay, so
I like this one.
You like this one?
And I looked at the back, and I also like the wolf.
The wolf's on the back of that one too. So she's talking about on the back of the deck. So red fox. So the red fox says the situation that you're faced with calls for quick thinking and cleverness. Be aware of any deceit or manipulation from someone trying to make you go down a path that isn't right for you. My powers of discernment are especially sharp, is your affirmation. Okay. Oops. So the next message is for Cindy. And Cindy had a jumper, so I've got her jumper. Okay, so what's her other message?
Wolf.
She's got the wolf. Okay, so Cindy, you have the wolf that Alexis was talking about.
On the back of the deck.
On the back of the deck. So for the next several days, operate primarily on instinct by staying attuned to the sensations in your body. Let yourself experience true freedom in all choices that you make rather than make them out of habit. I am protected and safe at all times. And so you also have the condor. So did you see that one? So the condor says it is time for you, for your home. Don't pick a card yet, though. It is time for clean. It is time. It is cleanup time. Let's try this again. It is cleanup time for your home, place of work, relationships, and eating habits. You easily interpret the guiding visions you receive in your mind's eye in the physical world. I forgive myself and others for any perceived transgressions. So those are your 2 affirmations for this week. Okay, so pick something in the center of the deck somewhere.
I wanted to pick dog.
So this one's for Francine.
This one's cute.
So for Francine. So next time that Alexis is here, we should have more room because we're changing up. We got rid of something in my office, so we're going to have more room in here so that we're not so squishy in this little corner. So dog. So you are my loyal and true friend, willing to be there for others when they are in need. You have a big heart and a lot of love to give, so give it freely and unconditionally. And your affirmation is, I am courageous and protective of my family and friends. So that was Wilson's message.
We usually have a lot of people.
But we're also usually on at 11:30 in the morning or later, or 11:10 in the morning and later. Okay, so this one here is for Kelly. That's Kelly's message.
A wolf again.
So Kelly, you've got the wolf. So Kelly, so for the next several days, operate primarily on instinct by staying attuned to sensations in your body. Let yourself experience true freedom in all choices that you make rather than making them out of habit. And so your affirmation is, I am protected and safe at all times. Okay, so the next message is for Jennifer. Okay, so what's Jennifer's message?
Lion.
Ooh, Jennifer's got the lion. So here, Jen, there's the lion. I had breakfast with your husband the other morning. Seek support from a trusted group of friends or family for any project that you are launching. Put aside any self-consciousness and express yourself openly and freely when called to do so. And so your message is, I am now supported in expressing myself without fear. So that is your message there. So Megwan, his message is next. Good morning, Francine. Francine found us.
Here's is the spiders.
So this one here is Francine's mom. So spider. So your mama got the spider. So approach any and all challenges that you face with the utmost patience and quietly observe how answers eventually emerge. It's time to breathe in. It's time to breathe new life into that creative pulse that has stalled lately and express it fully. So the affirmation is, I entangle myself from unhealthy habits and relationships. So hi Alexis, nice to see you ladies.
That's why I said that.
Oh, look it. There's a jumper in here. We just looked over and there's a jumper. Okay, so this jumper is for your mama too. So platypus. So dare to be yourself no matter what others think of you and trust that everything will turn out just fine. Maintain a balance between your strong need for solitude and the need to stay connected through socializing with trusted friends. And so her other affirmation is, I accept and value that I am different from the mainstream of society. Okay, so the next message is for Christine. Oh, and Christine's got a jumper.
A seal. This one's actually nice.
He's really cute, eh? You're welcome for your mom's message. There you go. So that's your message, Christine. So you've got the seal.
And the swan.
And the swan. So you got the seal and the swan. So let's start with the seal. So the seal says, I indulge your imagination and creative expression and allow it to lead you on your life path. Listen more to your inner voice than what others are saying to you. And so your first affirmation is, I am able to deal effectively with any obstacles in my creativity. And the swan says, you have the gift of prophecy. Trust the visions you receive when you're awake.
Cute cards.
They are cute cards. Trust the visions you receive when you're awake and also when you dream. Let go of self-judgment and accept and acknowledge your inner grace and beauty. I am beautiful just as I am.
And
is your other affirmation. Oh, that was Francine's message?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next message is for Sabrina. So what message do we have for Sabrina?
Wild beast?
A wildebeest.
Oh.
So this one here is a duh, even though like most of the time you don't pronounce the short E or the E. So wildebeest. You have endured a great deal of challenges and turmoil lately, yet can find solace and support from your community of family and friends. Listen carefully to your inner voice, and it will let you know when to move forward, when to retreat, and when to let go. And so your affirmation is, I'm willing to sacrifice my own needs for the greater good of all. And as you guys can see inside the camera, for those of you who are watching this on the video, Alexis just snuck a card that she wanted to pick. So we're going to use that as a jumper message. And we're going to get Alexis to pick. Give me that one.
Yeah.
And so this one here is for Kimberly.
Wolf 3 times.
Wolf 3 times.
And then...
So the one that she sneakily grabbed was the panda. So the wolf. So let's start with the wolf, Kimberly. So for the next several days, operate primarily on instinct by staying attuned to sensations in your body. Let yourself experience true freedom in all choices and make the choices you make rather than make them out of habit. I am protected and safe at all times. And so the panda, which was the sneakily card, explore the nearby natural environment with all of your senses. Don't do that, Alexis. As if experiencing it for the first time. Instead of taking things so seriously, lighten up and have some fun. I accept my empathic and sensitive nature. So those are your messages. Because we need to make sure that we mix them around, because when we mix them, we were mixing them for Kimberly's energy. So that's why we want to make sure. And this one here I'm going to take as a jumper because it tucked itself underneath.
Oh, I like that one. I just couldn't read it and I liked it.
Yep.
It was the first one at the top of the deck.
It was. Okay, so this message is for Diane. And I'm not sure that Diane is listening to her messages because she's on overseas.
Otter.
So you've got the otter.
And you got...
Do you want to show her the other one?
Yeah. You got my first one that I saw, the cougar.
So you got the cougar and you've got the otter. So the otter is the one that was actually... That's right. The cougar was the very first card. When she first opened up the deck...
That was just popping out.
That's the one that was there first. So an intense and sustained focus on the project at hand is required for a successful outcome. Be patient and observant until you sense the time is right. When it is, take quick and bold action. I use my intelligence, instinct, and strategy to achieve my goals. And the otter is... Put your concerns and responsibilities aside and take time to enjoy the freedom and pleasure of playing and relaxing. Allow your inquisitiveness and sense of adventure to take the lead in your exploration. I go with the flow of life rather than trying to swim upstream. So we have to stop there because we have to get ready to go. And
I noticed this card and the red panda.
So depending on what time you're hearing a pigeon, cool. So depending on what time that we are back, Alexis may be able to help finish off. So we've got Marianne, Angie, Sherry, Melissa, Lori, Sharon, Darlene, and
It depends
Janice.
how fast we are.
It depends on how fast we are for the walk. So if not, I will be coming back on.
Oh, this one's so cute.
It is so cute, isn't it?
It's a little pig.
So we're going to leave the cards exactly as they are. And then if Alexis is back with me, because it all depends on how quickly that we are.
There's the dingo again.
There's the dingo. And so, but otherwise we will be back in a little bit. And like I said, so we have Marianne, Angie, Sherry, Melissa, Lori Blair, Sharon, Darlene, and Janice. And it is 8:43 a.m. Eastern time. In case somebody happens to be listening to this and would like to be added to today's list, and or are on the or added to the weekly list, then #weekly, and we will be back I will be back for sure today to finish them up. But if Alexis happens to be around, then we will be back with Alexis.
Okay,
so otherwise,
enjoy. I'll do a replay to hear my message.
You were the third message lesson today. So I will chat with all of you guys later, and bye for now.